Mr. Reed?
Good morning, Mr. Perkins.
Good morning, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Hi there.
Good morning, everyone.
Hi, Miss Dion.
good
How are
good morning, Ms. Ruth.
Good morning.
All right, good morning, everyone. 36th District Court is now in session. I am the Honorable Judge Shannon A. Holmes, and I'm serving as your presiding judge on this morning. Good to see everyone. We are ready to get started. I am going to start first by having the attorneys place your appearance on the record.
Thank you, Judge, and good morning. For the record, Jesse Reed, Drug Court, Vet Court Defense Attorney, P23863. Judge, if I may, I'd like to make a motion, a continuing motion, that my appearance be for all my clients this morning. Thank you. Good morning again.
Thank you. Good morning. Your motion is granted, Mr. Reed. Mr. Fikens.
Thank you. Good morning, Your Honor. Robert Fikens, P31894, Specialty Court Defense Attorney. And I too, Your Honor, would make a similar motion.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Fikens. Your motion is granted. Good morning, Officer Lott in the courtroom. Good morning, Ms. Drew. Are you serving today?
Yes, ma'am. Good morning, Judge.
All
Good
right.
morning,
Good
Your Honor.
morning. Good morning. And then good morning to Ms. Wilson. Good morning to you.
Good morning,
And
Your
now, all right, I am going to go to the case managers. And I have Mr. Griffin. You are up first this morning.
Good morning, Your Honor. Brian Griffin, Drug Court Case Manager on behalf of the Probation Department.
All right. Good morning, Mr. Griffin. And
Morning.
then Ms. Cleveland.
Good morning, Your Honor. Toshi Cleveland, Case Manager for Specialty Court.
All right. Good morning, Ms. Cleveland. I thought I saw Mr. Yancey's face.
He went down to the courtroom. He have a client that had to come in.
Okay. All right. No problem. I'll get him on the record later. All right.
Mr. Yancey is in the conference room, ma'am.
Okay. No problem. No problem. All right. Very good. With that, are there any preliminary matters that I need to address?
Your Honor, there's a Mr. Nasser Ahmed in the court. At least he's online. I don't know if I don't think his camera's on, but at the appropriate time, Your Honor, if I can go into a breakout room with him. He's not scheduled until 10:30, so he's a little bit early, but I'll try to figure out.
Okay.
we
We'll
come
do
to
him
some
early if we can. I'll certainly do him early. If I have a little break, I'll do him. All
Thank you,
right.
Judge.
Very good. So Mr. Ahmed, if you could turn on your camera. Ms. Wilson, if you could, good morning to you, sir.
Morning.
If you could place Mr. Ahmed and Mr. Fikens in a breakout room, that would be great.
Thank you, Judge. I have an invitation.
Thank
Mr.
you.
Ahmed, Accept. There we go.
All right. Are there any preliminary matters from the attorneys or the case managers? Yes,
Yeah.
Ms. Cleveland?
Judge,
Oh, wait a minute. Mr. Reed?
I was saying, not at this time, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. All right, Ms. Cleveland?
Your Honor, I sent a text message earlier regarding Mr. Daniel Shaw, and I'm not sure if you had an opportunity to read that. It's just that he has an appointment at 9:30 at his
Oh, I just got it.
And he was just asking if he would be allowed to.
Okay, and you've confirmed he has an appointment at pop off this morning?
Yes,
Okay.
Your Honor.
All right, very good. Absolutely, absolutely, Mr. Shaw. We'll call you first. Any other preliminary matters? None? All
No,
right.
Judge.
All right, very good. Let's get started. Let's go with Mr. Shaw. Ms. Drew, if you could send me an updated docket because I had you add some things on yesterday. So I do not
Okay.
have an updated docket.
I sure will.
All right, very good. I am ready on Mr. Shaw, and that is case number SP 111-50151. Mr. Shaw, please state your full name for me.
Daniel Shaw, Your
All
Honor.
right. Good morning, Mr. Shaw. How are you?
I'm fine. Good morning.
Very, very good. You look good, Mr. Shaw. You look like you're doing well.
I'm tired today.
You tired?
Thank you. Yeah, I'm a little tired, but I'll be all right. I'll be
All
fine.
right. Have
I'm
you been
working
doing good things, positive things that have made you tired?
Yes, I've been working at work. They've been working me hard.
Okay. All right. All right. Very good. Are you still working on you, Mr. Shaw?
Yes, I am.
All right. What have you been doing? Because you look good today. You know, the last time I saw you, we were a little shaky, but you look good, Mr. Shaw. Tell me what you've been doing to work on you.
Well, Your Honor, I've been doing what I'm supposed to, stay clean and my attending my groups and my groups with Miss Tracy Holmes, and
Okay.
been going to squeezing in a few meetings here and there.
All right. Very good. And those meetings that you are going to that are here and there, are those meetings that your counselor told you that you needed to attend?
NAAA meetings. That's just part of my program. I just do that automatically.
All right, very good. So Ms. Cleveland, we want to make sure that's a part of his treatment plan. And he's been given a certain number of meetings to go to. We want to make sure we confirm that he's going to those meetings.
Yes.
Okay. Are
Yeah.
you learning anything in your meetings?
Yeah, sometimes I learn something about what somebody else is going through, and I go through the same things, and I can relate to it and put myself in their shoes, or learn not, that's what they're going through. Wow, maybe I could talk to them about it, or just getting personal growth, growing myself, just growing to love myself, growing to do the right thing. And, every day is kind of, a journey, just trying to do the best I can. Every morning I wake up and pray it's going to be a good day. And, sometimes I learn something from somebody and hear somebody say something at the meetings that's similar to what I'm going through. And sometimes I don't. Sometimes maybe somebody hears something that I say, but I go there and I share honestly, and exactly what I'm going through that day or that week.
All
I
right.
share what's weighing heavily on my mind.
All right, very good. Continue to be open and honest with yourself first, and as much as you can with others, because you will be surprised the feedback that you'll get that may be helpful to you, okay?
Okay.
All right, very good. Ms. Cleveland, I need to know if Mr. Shaw is in compliance and if there's anything else you'd like to add.
Good morning, Your Honor. Actually, he has regained compliance, Your Honor. He did have a little bump in the road, but that is exactly why he's going to where he's going this morning, to make sure that he is staying compliant and he's staying on track. I'm very proud of him. He reaches out to me. Oh, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Someone else was chiming in. Go ahead.
Oh, I just wanted to make sure that I informed the court that he is staying on track, but he does reach out to me almost daily to let me know how he's feeling, to let me know if there's anything that's happening with him. And I do appreciate that, Your Honor, because that helps me make sure that he is getting all the assistance that he needs. Your Honor, I did get a report from Popoff, and they did say that he is compliant with them as well. They also said that he reaches out to them in light of these new circumstances to get assistance from them very regularly also. Your Honor, I've been talking to him about some challenges that he's experiencing, just some work-related things that I believe that are reconciling there. And I do want to report that he has accomplished being back on track with his sobriety, and he's taking care of himself and focusing on himself, Your Honor.
All right, wonderful. What would be, Mr. Shaw, let me ask you this. Do you have any questions for the team this morning?
No, I don't.
Miss Cleveland, what would be his return to court date?
Your Honor, he is in phase 2. I apologize. He is phase 2. Today is the 23rd, 1, 2. So he would have a face-to-face on July 14th, 2022 at 10:35 a.m.
1 second. Okay, so face-to-face should be the week before the court hearing for the
Okay.
Thanksgiving. So that means his face-to-face would be on July 7th, right?
Yes, Your Honor. He is in a 3-phase program, though. He's not in the 5-phase program. I don't know if that would make a difference or not, though.
It wouldn't, because that's
Okay.
for 2 weeks, and then the third week, when he comes back, when I call his case for his face-to-face, we'll get his next court date, okay? Which is the
Thank
following week.
Thank you, Your Honor. Yes.
All right, so that would be July 7th, 2022 at 10:35 a.m. Okay, Mr. Shaw, did you get that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, wonderful. Thank you, Ms. Cleveland. Mr. Reed, Attorney Reed, is there anything you'd like to add?
Just good report, Mr. Shaw. Keep up the good work. We know it's not easy, but you're doing a great job. Be safe, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Reed.
All right, Mr. Shaw, I'm going to release you this morning so that you can go to your counseling session at Popoff. And so I want you to do that, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, take care, sir.
Thank you.
Okay,
Have a good day.
bye-bye.
Bye.
You too. All right. Let's go. Thank you, Ms. Cleveland. All right, let's go to promotions. Mr. Griffin, do you have anyone that's being promoted this morning?
No, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Cleveland, any promotions?
No, Your Honor, not today.
All right, let's do it. Ms. Griffin, who do we have in phase 3?
None.
Ms. Cleveland?
I have Mr. Johnny Hicks, who I see has joined us. He had to have some assistance with his Zoom capabilities, so he's at Lake Ridge and they've helped him. I don't know if he knows how to unmute.
All right, Mr. Hicks, can you hear us? I need you to unmute. Go get someone to help you unmute your device. Or I sent you an invitation asking you to unmute. Can you press the button to unmute?
Mr. King,
He'll have to get somebody. All right, very good. Let's keep going. Mr. Griffin, who do you have? You said no phase 3. Ms. Cleveland, do you have any other phase 3s?
No, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Griffin, let's do a phase 2. You have a phase 2?
Phase 1's today, Your Honor.
All phase 1?
Mr. Alexander, that'd be my first person today.
All right, Ms. Cleveland, you have any phase 2s?
Yes. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yes, Your Honor. I do have a phase 2. His name is Mr. Keith Paul. I'm newly assigned to him as a case manager. He's on his way in person. There was some different notes in the JIS regarding his actual court date, but I saw him pop up this morning.
Okay, wonderful. All right. And so, Ms. Drew, you all let us know if there are people, someone text, if there are people in the courtroom, I need to know that. All right, very good. All right, Mr. Hicks, can you hear us?
Yes, I can. How you this morning?
I am well. How are you this morning?
Just hot.
Yeah, I know. We not gonna complain though, because we know that snow is coming, okay?
Oh, yeah.
All right, let me do your cases. I have for Johnny Hicks, case number U 452-6. Not strike that. U 452-62918. U 471-95118. U 994-37713. Case number 155-360-301. Case number 155-362-781. Case number 155-36364. Counts, please mute yourself. Counts 1, 2, and 3. Mr. Hicks, please state your full name for the record.
Johnny Hicks.
All right, Mr. Hicks. All right, Mr. Hicks, how are you doing?
Oh, not too bad. I guess. A lot of people. You got a lot of guys just came in. I don't know a whole lot is crowded in here.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
people need help, right? We need
Right. I understand that.
that need help. And so, and I'm so grateful that Lake Ridge is open and available with the resources to help them.
Right.
I really am.
Yeah.
I am. Mr. Hicks, how are you doing at Lake Ridge? Are you doing what you're supposed to do?
Yes, I gotta have a procedure coming up pretty soon, and that's why I was telling you I hadn't messed around like they said I did. So you will see what I meant. I gotta have a procedure done, so I hadn't messed around. That's why I'm trying to explain to you. Something must have been followed up on that on that last test they took on me. It came negative. It came positive. Oh, hey this morning.
Okay.
So that's why I'm saying it.
All right. So I need you, Mr. Hicks, to just stay the course. You know that you have some medical things coming up.
Right.
Medical issues and self-medicating using substances do not go together, okay?
Correct.
They do not go together. So I want you to stay on track, okay?
Okay. Yes,
Can
ma'am.
I count on you to do that?
Yes.
Right, very good. Have you been in touch with your daughter?
Yeah. Stay. Everything's good. My mother's doing good, so everybody's all right. That's a good sign.
That's a good sign. Very
Yeah.
good. Very good. Miss Cleveland, I just want a brief summary as to Mr. Hicks. I know that he's going to be doing some assessments if they have not already taken place. And so you may proceed at this time.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you so much. So I talked to Mr. Hicks a little bit at length yesterday, and he was supposed to comply with your orders. I have not received a return message from him as to whether or not he made that appointment, but he knew exactly what your orders were. I detailed them to him and where he was supposed to call to make an appointment. So I'm waiting for an update on that, Mr. Hicks. You're supposed to let me know the time and the date of your appointment. And then, Your Honor, I have been in touch with him regarding community service. That's the other part of the order that the judge gave, and I explained that in detail to him as well. Those were two things that he had to address immediately. And again, I'm waiting on an update. I believe there's someone in there with him, so I would like them to know, if they could hear this, that Mr. Hicks is to ask for community service.
I need to do some community service. Huh? Oh, yeah, I gotta go to her. Oh, you gotta do that. Okay, yes. I was told that I could talk to someone about that with no problem with it.
All right. Now, Mr. Hicks,
Yes.
we staffed your case a couple of weeks ago, and you were informed a few weeks ago that you could go to Ms. Bullock and get your community service done. And you just haven't gone to Ms. Bullock. On today, Mr. Hicks, on today, I need you to see Ms. Bullock. And
Okay.
I need Ms. Bullock, make sure you let her know to call Ms. Cleveland and confirm that you have connected with her so you can start your community service, okay?
Yes.
I need that to happen today, Mr. Hicks.
Okay, I'll do that right after I get off.
All right. And then Ms. Cleveland, let me know. that Ms. Bullock did follow up with you and okay, that Ms. Bullock did in fact follow up with you and that he got into his community service, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Now, Ms. Cleveland, this appointment, we are counting on Mr. Hicks to make this appointment?
Yes, Your Honor, because of the medical nature of it, he has to call and make that appointment. And I can call and follow up there, but he has to call and give his insurance information and give the reason why he's needing that appointment, which I explained in detail to him. He took the number down, he repeated the number to me, and he was supposed to call me back yesterday and tell me of the time that he was going to have it. He did call me and tell me that he left a message with them, but I asked him to please call again this morning if they don't call him back. In other words, he has to pursue that to make sure that that happens so that I can follow up.
All right. Mr. Hicks, I need you to call and continue to call until you get someone so you can get that appointment, okay?
Okay. She told me she would return a call within 24 hours. That's yesterday. So maybe
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Let's make sure that you follow through because I need you to get that appointment done, scheduled, okay? And then I need you to go to it, all right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. All right, Mr. Hicks, we're working with you, but there's some things I need you to do. 2 things. See Ms. Bullock about your community service and make your appointment. Can I count on you to get those things done?
Yes, ma'am. I get started.
No, I don't want you to get started. I want you to get them done.
Right, get them done. All right.
All right, I need you to get them done. Here's the other thing. One last thing I need you to do. When Miss Cleveland calls you, I need you to answer your phone and respond back to her.
Okay. I had a little problem with the phone. That's the volume. Something wrong with the. I had got another phone. I lost my other phone. So.
All right, I got another phone, the volume, I lost it, I found it. Listen, I know folks stay connected to telephones. Folks don't even live without them. Telephones are like having lungs these days.
Right.
So make sure you have your phone and when Miss Cleveland calls that you respond, okay?
Oh, yes, ma'am. I will.
All right, wonderful. All right, Mr. Hicks, do you have any questions for the team today?
No, I guess that'll be it. I just hope to see y'all again. Hope to see y'all.
All right, Miss Cleveland, I'm going to schedule a review for Mr. Hicks for Monday so that you can update me that he's got his community service and that he has made his appointment. Okay, and so Monday's date would be
The 27th.
the 27th.
Hey, good morning.
So-
Good morning.
Yes, sir. June 27th, which is Monday, and that's going to be at 8:35 a.m. And have Mr. Hicks come on. He must come to court because I need him to get those things done for me, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you understand that, Mr. Hicks?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, don't you get back on here Monday and tell me you didn't go see Ms. Bullock and you didn't make that appointment, because then I'm gonna make you come down to the courthouse and sit with me all day.
Okay. I did have it done. Yeah, I have it done.
Let's get it done. All right, Mr. Hicks, you have your return to court date. Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikes, anything for Mr. Hicks?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Good to see you, Mr. Hicks. Be safe. You're in a good place. Work the program and stay safe, Mr. Hicks. Thank
Okay,
you.
thank you.
Yes, Mr. Hicks, keep up the good work, but keep working the program. Work hard at it.
Okay.
You deserve it. You deserve it.
All right, very good. All right, if nothing else, there are no other phase 2s, is that correct?
Yes.
Mr. Griffin, Ms. Cleveland?
Not for me, Your Honor.
All right, then I'm going to excuse Mr. Hicks. You are excused, Mr. Hicks. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Okay, you as well.
I'll see you Monday. I'll see you Monday.
Okay.
All right, very good. Thank you.
All right.
All right, Mr. Griffin, I'm going to you. Let's do it.
Mr. Hume.
All right, Mr. Hume, good morning. Give me 1 second.
Morning, Judge Holmes.
All right, Mr. Hume, thank you for your patience. I have for you on this morning, I have case number 21GP0115-8A. State your full name for me.
Alexander Hume.
All right, how are you today?
I'm doing okay.
Just okay?
Just okay. Some ups and downs lately,
Okay, okay.
but I mean, I think that if this program was easy, it wouldn't be for me. So there's a lot of good things that have been come out, but definitely, I won't deny I've had a crave for alcohol, but I've been fighting it.
Right.
I started my intensive outpatient program, which has been really good, actually. I've learned a lot about setting boundaries and addiction, and how I honestly, I thought about this last night. I think if it weren't for programs like this, like the sobriety court and intensive outpatient, I think America would kind of be failing at helping fix the problem.
Yeah. We'd be building bigger jails and
Yeah, we'd be building
multiplying in funeral homes. That's what we.
Yeah, absolutely. There's this scientific study that was done with all these rats, and they would put rats in solitude and then rats out in the social. And the ones that were put in solitude were most likely to become addicted with morphine than the rats out in social. And then once you transfer those rats in the social atmosphere and environment, they would just put themselves through withdrawal because they wanted to interact with other rats. And I thought that was extremely interesting, and that we could learn from these rats.
Yeah.
Them.
Listen, Mr. Hume, I appreciate your being candid. You said that you are craving the alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
Can you share with the courtroom, what do you do when you have those cravings?
So lately I learned this from a friend of mine. When I have cravings or when I get anxious and irritated or uncomfortable in a situation, I just stop and take a second and think about 3 things that are grateful or that I'm grateful for. And it's helped me kind of distract myself from what was in my mind and just change my mood and hit the reset button.
Mindfulness, yes, being mindful of the things that you are grateful for, and it resets you.
Because
I like that.
If I go back down that alley, I'll get myself in more trouble. I have a lot to lose. I have the opportunity to grow my business and get a little bit more property to stretch out and hire some more people, and that's something I'm super grateful for. And I wouldn't have that opportunity if it weren't for this whole program and all that.
Yes. All right, Mr. Hume. Thank you. And I hope that you are also talking with your counselor, therapist about those cravings, right?
Yeah. Yep, I am. I will say the intensive outpatient, it's been great. No doubt. I'm learning a lot. I can connect with a lot of the people in it. It's a small group, but it's very good. It is a time commitment though, which is rough. 3 hours in the middle of the day trying to run a business it's a tough time commitment, but I think it's very character building and
it's worth it. It's
helpful. Worth it. It's worth it.
Absolutely. All right. Is there anything that you need us to help you with?
I think I'm okay. I've been doing a lot of work on myself and going to meetings and just having a positive attitude about it all. Be negative doesn't help. So.
Very good. Very good. Do you have any questions for the team this morning?
Not this morning.
All right. All right. Mr. Griffin, what do you have for Mr. Hume?
Like he stated, Your Honor, he did reach out to me. He gave me his counselor's information. So I did reach out to her today to get my assessments that are needed. He do express I do appreciate his honesty that, this is not easy, that he is having cravings and he's learning, how to deal with those. That's also another positive. He's been testing, tests have been negative. And other than that, he's been stable. But I do appreciate his honesty that, it's not easy. Once you had done something for so long that it's going to take a while to, reprogram your mind and, being in inpatient treatment and things like that and attending these sessions that, you learn different coping skills. So, it could have easily went back and picked up, but he hasn't. So, I applaud him for that, Your Honor.
All right, very good, very good. All right, Mr. Hume, since you don't have any questions, I just want to encourage you to keep going, keep doing what you're doing. We're here for you. And this is for everybody in phase one. Make sure that you tap into your counselor, your therapist. If there are things that you're experiencing, cravings, that's the time to be honest with them so that they can address those things and hopefully equip you with tools to help you get through those cravings, okay?
Okay.
All right, very good. Mr. Griffin, what's next for Mr. Hume?
Your Honor, he'll be seeing you in 2 weeks, and that would be July the 7th, 2022 at 8:35 a.m.
All right, did you get that, Mr. Hume?
I got it, writing it down.
All right, very good. All right. So, Mr. Hume, I'm going to ask you to hang with us just for a few more
Yep.
minutes while we wrap up some phase ones, okay?
No problem.
All
Thank
right, very good. Thank you. All right, Mr. Griffin, I don't see Ms. Cleveland, so maybe she didn't have anyone else. Who do we have up next?
Mr. Kasmerick.
Ms. Cleveland, you have someone?
Your Honor, I think Mr. Paul did arrive, and I'm just waiting for him to go to the lab and come back into the
Okay,
courtroom.
we'll call him a little bit later.
Okay.
Did you have anyone else?
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, let's go, Mr. Griffin.
Mr. Kasmerick.
All right, I do not have Mr. Karsmarzik on my list today.
Yep, I contacted Ms. Drew this morning or whatever. It must have been an oversight because he's every 2 weeks, so he should have been with us. So I did ask her to add him to the docket, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Drew, I got the updated docket. I don't see him on it, but can you please add him to it, please?
I sure will, Judge.
All right, very good. You will have to read his case number for me.
Oh, no problem, Your Honor.
Mr. Griffin, go ahead.
Your Honor, this is case 2000228FD.
All right, very good. Please state your full name for the record.
Jacob Kaczmarczyk.
Good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm okay. I'm
Very
fine.
good. Very good. All right. What do you think of the program so far?
Well, I think it's a good program. I've been going through all the meetings. I've been doing a lot of community service. I'm complying with everything that I have to do and just go day by day.
All right. Very good. What's been the most difficult part of the program so far?
I think the ability to travel from one place to another is like to get from place to place since I cannot drive,
Okay. Okay. And so I
I
know,
have to arrange like different rides and stuff and Uber
yes.
and the
So-
traffic doesn't help at all.
Yeah. Well, at some point, we're going to talk about your license. You're still very new to us. And so at some point, and it won't be in the distant future, but we will talk about your getting your license, okay?
Okay.
All right, so that you can become mobile. At this time, it's a little bit of a sacrifice, and I do understand that, but I do appreciate the fact that you're getting it done. You're showing up where you're supposed to show up and doing the things that you need to do.
Yep.
Continue to do that because that's going to help you with respect to your ability to get your license, okay?
I'm doing everything I can and I didn't fall yet.
All right. All right. What do you need us to help you with, Mr. Kaczmarczyk?
At this point, I'm pretty much good. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm going to meetings, which are helpful.
Okay.
Not- It's just that driving around was bothering me lately, but other than that, I'm doing okay.
All right. Very good. Mr. Griffin, what do you want me to know about Mr. Kaczmarczyk?
Like he said, Your Honor, he's actively attending outpatient treatment at Clinton Counseling Center. He's been testing, tests have been negative. He does have another case with another court, so I've been having to do, he have a community service that he has to complete with them, so he has been doing the community service for them. So like you said, he's pretty busy and plus working full time. But things will slow down. They will get easier at some point or whatever. But it's just only been in the program a little bit, 59 days, so it's just a little bit of adjustment period. And like Judge say, at a certain point, we start talking about restricted license and things like that once we get to that point. But as far as right now, Your Honor, things are a little difficult, but he's been doing everything he's supposed to do, though.
All right, very good. Mr. Kosmarzik, do you have any questions for the team this morning?
Not right now.
All right, very good. Mr. Griffin, what's next for Mr. Kosmarzik?
Your Honor, he'll be coming back also on July the 7th, 2022, and that will be at 8:35 a.m.
All right, did you get that, Mr. Kosmarzik?
Writing it down right now.
All right, very good. Very good. All right, I'm gonna have you hang with us for a few minutes. Place yourself on mute. I'm gonna do one more case and then I'm gonna release the 3 individuals who have been on the screen. And then Ms. Taylor, I'm gonna go to your 2 clients on this morning. All right, let's go to Ms. Bell. Ms. Bell, good morning to you.
Good morning, Your Honor.
All right, I need to see your face, Ms. Bell. Get your camera together. There you go. Let me place your case number on the record, 210-011-53. State your full name for me.
Benicia John Bell.
All right, Ms. Bell, how are you doing, ma'am?
I'm doing pretty good, Your Honor.
All right, you're back at home?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you still working your program?
Yes, ma'am. As a matter of fact, 2 of the solicitors from Naomi's Nest groups gave me numbers, and along with my discharge papers would have me going to doing my follow-up at Detroit Recovery. Well, the 2 of them, they said that since Shearhouse has them 7 days, just give them a call, whichever, time that I feel free to go, and they'll come pick me up.
Okay, well, that don't sound right to me. So I'm gonna need somebody to help me because she should have been leaving Naomi's Nest with a continuum of care. And it shouldn't be based on when she's free to go. It should be, this is what.
Oh, no, not when I'm free. I mean, whenever I let them know that I need to go to a meeting, or would they take me to a meeting? I may have used the wrong wording, Your Honor, but no, it's not like that.
Okay, help me out, Mr. Griffin.
Your Honor, I have to follow up. Yesterday, I did go out. She was released from Naomi's Nest on Tuesday.
Okay.
I did go out to her house on yesterday, but I didn't have any contact. I don't know if anybody was there at the time that I came, but I did go out to her house yesterday. So at the end of this, I need to go on a breakout room with her because I don't have any working telephone numbers for her. So I need to get that information, and I need to talk to her about the continuing plan, Your Honor, as far as the outpatient services and things like that. So I did reach out to Ms. Wusu yesterday. And like I said, I did go to her house yesterday. So I would like to go back out so I can take a look inside, but I didn't have any contact when I went there yesterday. So I would like to go into a breakout room just to talk to her, because when she was released on Tuesday, she didn't call me immediately. So, that's why I went out to the house. I was really worried about her getting on today. So I'm glad she did come on, that she did remember to come on today. So that's a positive, but I would get everything set up, Your Honor, and I'll have updates for you.
All right, very good, including this continuum of care from Naomi's Nest.
For Naomi's Nest.
May I say something, Your Honor?
Yes.
Okay, I did call you, Mr. Griffin, immediately, but see, you have to remember, I did not have a phone. So as soon as I left Naomi's Nest, I got a phone, and as soon as I got home, I called you and left the number with you.
Okay, I didn't see anything. So we'll talk. I'll go to a breakout room with you after this to get some more information.
Okay.
All right. And I want Miss Bell to test today.
Okay.
I don't know what her testing
is.
Yes,
I do have to today.
Hold on, Miss Bell. Let me finish.
So I'm sorry.
The record can be clear. Thank you so much.
I'm sorry.
I need Miss Bell to test today.
Okay.
And then Mr. Griffin, I need her to be set up for her testing.
Right.
Please go back to me
Three
today.
times.
Yes, 3 times. Circle back to me today and let me know. I'm concerned. I want a continuum of care plan. I want to know what the nest said
Okay,
and that she's working that plan.
okay,
Because I don't want to lapse in, what she's been doing there and
Right.
now that she's returned home.
yeah, that's why I went out there yesterday. I was like, I get right on top of it, don't need
Yeah.
no days in between or anything like that, so.
Okay.
I'll get with Miss Wooster today. I did talk to Miss Hunt yesterday. Because like I said, I was a little worried because I hadn't heard from her when she got released on Tuesday. So I did go out there yesterday.
Ms. Bell, is everything okay with you this morning?
Oh, yes, John. I have an appointment this afternoon with Secretary of State so that my license can be reinstated. And like I say, I'm supposed to call Miss Robin, so that she can come pick me up for a meeting. And I'm supposed to get in touch with Michigan Rehabilitation Services and Detroit Recovery. And they gave me they have a paper that they gave to me with the address and phone number.
And I'll make sure she gets set up with Detroit Recovery Project today, Your Honor.
All right.
I'll get in contact with Mr. Killings or Ms. Hawthorne or somebody, just let her know that she will be calling today to get set up with those outpatient services to continue her care. And man, we'll just move forward from there.
All right. Mr. Griffin, what's the follow-up date for Ms. Bell for the court?
Today, the 7th, Your Honor, just to put it, I'll bring her back in a week just to have her everything set up, just to let you know that everything is going good. So I would like to bring her back. Today's the 23rd. I'd like to bring her back on the 30th, Your Honor.
June 30th. All right, 2022 at 8:35 a.m.
Okay.
All right. So before, go ahead, Mr. Griffin.
Yeah, I just want to remind you, I'd like to be placed in the breakout room with her.
Yes, and I was going to say that before Ms. Wilson places Ms. Bell and Mr. Griffin into a breakout room, I want to thank those participants in phase 1. You all are doing a great job. I want to encourage you to keep going. Thank you for your honesty. We can't help you if we don't know what's going on with you. I also want to encourage you to make sure that you utilize the services that your therapist should be providing. If you have a need, you should be telling them about it so that they can be communicating with us. They can't tell us what you all talk about in your sessions, but if you have a need, we should all be working together to make sure that that need gets met. And so I just want to encourage you to make sure you keep open and honest dialogue with your therapist and with your case manager, and of course, with the court. Mr. Reed, is there anything you'd like to say to our phase 1 participants before I excuse Mr. Hume and Mr. Kaczmarzyk, because Ms. Bell is going to go into a breakout room?
Yes, Judge. Yes, Judge. Thank you. Mr. Humes, Mr. Kaczmarzyk, good reports. You're working the program. Keep up the good work. I know you're new. Take it day by day. And I just wanted to say, 4th of July is coming up. Testing hours change on holidays. Make sure you're aware of any changes for testing at the facilities that you go to, and be safe on the 4th of July. Be safe on the 4th of July. Thank you. Thank you, Judge.
And thank you, Mr. Reed, because as you know, I don't accept excuses about testing during the holidays. You must test. You must test. No excuses. None. You miss a test, you come in to see me physically at the courthouse. So please make sure you test. That's for everybody. All right. Ms. Bell, you hang in there and accept the invitation to go along with Mr. Griffin, and then Mr. Kaczmarzyk and Mr. Hume, you are both excused. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ellen.
Thank you. Have a good afternoon, Your Honor.
I thank you, Judge. I'm about to go into the breakout room.
All right. Wonderful.
Wait a minute.
All right.
I'm looking for my invitation.
It's coming.
Okay.
All right. Ms. Taylor, are we ready for your 2 clients? I see Mr. Kidd. Let's do it. I'll need you to put Mr. Kidd's case number on the record for me.
Okay, case number 19046057001.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Kidd. State your name.
George Regis Kidd.
All right. Mr. Kidd, how are you doing? I missed you on yesterday. I was worried. I'm like, where is Mr. Kidd? Where is he?
I didn't read my texts, and Jordan did text me. I just didn't read it. And he told me to get with his coworker because he was going to be out. And like I said, I didn't check the text.
All right. All right. That's okay. I'm just glad you are right, because I was like, I don't want to put a warrant out.
I know that would have been the third time at $50 each time. I'm like, no, please, no.
No, please, no, let's not do that. Let's not do that. I just wanted to know that you were okay. Miss Bell,
Yes.
I need you to accept your invitation. Miss Wilson, can you send her that invitation again?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. All right, and so I'm glad to see you today, Mr. Kidd. I wanted to make sure you're doing well with your programming.
Yes, I am.
All right.
I didn't know I had court yesterday, but I scheduled another appointment with my therapist, and got confirmation from Jordan to start the group sessions. And I got a gentleman at Popoff who's assisted me with WC3 classes to try to get a GED.
Do it. You do it, Mr. Kidd. I love it.
I'm trying. I got a lot of family issues, but I discussed that with my therapist and them.
All right, very good, very good. I love it, Mr. Kidd. You're taking care of you and the things you need to take care of, and you're also pursuing some of your goals.
Yeah, I'm in phase 2. I don't want to mess this up.
Don't mess it up. Don't mess it up. But that's okay. If you make a mess, we've got what it takes to clean it up, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good, very good. All right, Mr. Kidd, is there anything you need us to help you with?
No, not at this point. It's just you know, they say if you have an issue, you call the location where your therapist and them is at,
Okay.
or call 911. I called 911, but I didn't get no assistance.
Okay. Miss, you said call 911?
Yeah, when you call the I'll go to Popoff family health thing.
Right,
So,
right.
and when you call them, if it's too late, they'll tell you to call 911.
Meaning the regular 911 for emergency services. And you're saying you called 911 and no one answered?
They answered, no one showed up.
So you had an emergency, Mr. Kidd?
I was having a meltdown and needed someone to talk to. And like I said, they say call 911. I called 911.
Judge, I think he's probably saying like a mental health crisis,
Right.
which we do have a crisis contact or resource, but I know that that is through Team Wellness, but I'm not
No.
sure.
I'm sorry to cut you off. I'm not with Team Wellness.
I know that, sir.
I know.
I know that.
Okay, 1 second, because we want you to have the information. Go ahead, Miss Taylor, because I'm concerned.
What I was saying was that's the resource that we have for a 24/7 crisis unit. Now, I do not know. I can verify later on, but I'm not sure if you have to be receiving services from Team Wellness to use that number, but I can reach out to Team to see, because if not, that can be a resource that he has. And I also will follow up with Popoff just to see what is their proper protocol for if somebody is in crisis. And I don't think that would be necessarily appropriate to call 911. So I'll see if they either have another resource, and then I'll see if he can use the Team Wellness crisis line, even if he's not a client there.
Yes, I'm very concerned that if a crisis arises, that it's to call 911. And so, yeah, I'm real concerned. So if you could get that reconciled for me on today and find out about Team. And of course, you'll connect with Mr. Kidd to give him that information. Mr. Kidd, first,
Yes.
I want to know, how did you handle the crisis? You said no one ever came. How did you get through it?
I just did my usual, listen to some jazz and smoke too many cigarettes.
Okay.
Drink some coffee.
Okay. Mr. Kidd, can I just say to you, I'm glad you made it through that crisis.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm so glad you made it. I'm so glad that you didn't, self-destruct or do something that you would later regret. I'm glad you made it through that crisis. I'm also glad that you shared with us this morning because that gives us an opportunity to be better. I need to know that when individuals in the program, when they face a crisis, that they have a place where they can call. I tell you all the time, use your resources, pick up the phone. I say that. I get sick of hearing myself say that. And now you did everything right. And to some extent, we failed you. And so I can't have that happening. So give us a chance to get it right. Make sure when Ms. Taylor calls you today or tomorrow that you answer and that you get the information so that next time you have a crisis, we can know that somebody's going to be there to help you get through it.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
All right. The other thing I want to point out to you is you are stronger than you think you are. You made it through a crisis.
Thank you. I need to hear that.
Yes, sir. Yeah. You are stronger than you think you are. I want you
My
to
support system been giving me hugs.
They have.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. All right, Mr. Kidd. I need you to hang in there, okay?
I am.
Yeah. You're doing a good job. You're doing a really good job. Are those tears I see?
Yes, it is. I'm a crybaby.
It's okay. I am too. And I was telling someone this morning, I had an early morning call and I said, when people cry, I asked them, what do those tears mean? Because I'm a crybaby too, but I cry and it can be different emotions. So you may not know what I'm crying for. So I'm going to ask you today, what are those tears for?
That you guys are here to help me.
That somebody actually cares, huh?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I cry too. And I realize that people really do care about me, especially when it's someone that typically wouldn't, like a court system. Usually you think about court, we just hear bam, 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 right?
Yeah.
This is not your ordinary court session, sir.
No.
And not your ordinary court personnel. Not at all. We actually do care. So thank you for giving us a chance to get this right, okay? We're going to get this right.
Yes, we is.
Yes, sir. All right. Do you have any questions for the team this morning? Any questions?
For me? No, ma'am. No.
All right. Ms. Taylor, do you want to add anything for Mr. Kidd? I'm so glad to see him. I'm so glad I didn't have to do a warrant yesterday. I'm so glad to get that text from Ms. Taylor. Ms. Taylor, what you want to tell me, if anything, about Mr. Kidd?
Other than what he already informed you, I did want to just verify that to hear that he was going through a crisis. I did check his drug screens, which he's in compliance with and have all been negative. So I think that that's a positive. And also just to prove how strong he is, that he did not relapse or anything while he was going through his crisis. So I just like to acknowledge that. And other than that, I will verify that information for you, Mr. Kidd, to make sure that you have the help that you need.
All right, very good. Team, anything you all want to say to Mr. Kidd? He needs to be encouraged this morning. What y'all want to say to Mr. Kidd, if anything?
Yes, Judge, thank you. I don't know you, Mr. Kidd, you're in a different program, but I like what you said about continuing your education. We can never have too much education. Work on your GED. We're proud of you, Mr. Kidd. And you worked out that crisis that you were going through, and that's important. That's so important. Be safe, sir. Good to meet you. Good to meet you.
Thank you. Thank you. Nice to meet you too.
All right, anyone else from the team?
Your Honor.
Yes.
I just want to say to Mr. Kidd too, I don't know him. I have worked with him, but we do work as a team here. And if
Now, Ms. Cleveland just froze up. We didn't hear you.
I said that we do work as a team here. So if you need anyone, just please reach out and we will be willing to direct you in the right path for resources and things. So feel free to reach out.
Yes, I will.
All right, wonderful. All
Hey,
right.
Mr. Kidd, I don't even know too much of what's going on. I'm at the tail end, but if you had a crisis and the judge said you followed our steps, then you at least have in your mind, when in doubt, see if what they tell me to do works. And obviously it must have worked. You were a big part of that. And if you can do that in a crisis, then you can do it all the time. So we applaud you for doing that. You should be proud of yourself. Keep doing what you're doing. You're gonna have a lot of success, not only in our program, but just in general, long term.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, team. Thank you. All right, Miss Taylor, what's next for Mr. Kidd?
Mr. Kidd will have a face-to-face on July 6th, 2022 at 10:35 a.m. And Mr. Kidd, I'll circle back with you on those details.
Okay.
And with me as well, Miss Taylor, okay?
Yes.
All right, wonderful. All right, Mr. Kidd, if nothing else, I'm going to release you. Enjoy the rest of your day. Have a good week and look forward to hearing from Miss Taylor today so that you can have that information available to you, okay?
I'll be waiting on her call.
All right, wonderful, Mr. Kidd. Take care.
Yes, ma'am. You too.
All right. Okay, thank you. All right, Miss Thomas, I'm ready for you. You ready for me, Miss Thomas?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm fine. I had to come outside. That's why you see me walking around. I had to come outside. It was loud in there.
It was loud in there? Okay. Well, we're going to get your hearing done. I'm so glad to see you. Listen, I didn't even ask for a warrant for you. I said, I know Shannon Thomas is something going on, something wrong. Somebody done kidnapped her. I don't know. The dog done swallowed her phone. I don't know, but I know she does not miss court. And so I'm so glad to see you today. I'm so glad.
I told Miss Taylor that I didn't get a court date. So
Okay.
she called me and was like, "Oh, you were supposed to be in court." And I was like, "Oh man."
Yeah, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. Good to see your smiling face. You look like you're doing well. Are you doing well?
Yes, I am, man.
You look like you're doing well. You don't even look like the Shannon Thomas I met when you first came to court. You don't. You look good. And you are such a pretty person on the inside and the outside, Miss Thomas. And I hope that you see that. I hope you see that.
I'm trying to be pretty on the inside.
That's where it starts.
Yeah.
That's where it starts. My mother used to always say what's on the inside will show up on the outside. And I used to say she was wrong. She would say, you'll see a pretty girl and she ugly on the inside. And a couple of years later, you see her and she ugly. She said, because what's on the inside gonna show up on the outside. And you know what? She was right. What's on the inside is give it some time. It's gonna show up on the outside. So work on getting that inside pretty, Miss Thomas.
I am. But I've been doing good over at Lake Ridge. I've been attending. They got a lady that comes on Tuesdays, and I've been trying to rearrange my schedule so that I can attend her meeting because I actually like it. It's a trauma group.
Okay.
So I've been attending those. Because the lady got a book and everything.
Are you talking about Alice J?
Wendy.
Okay.
I don't know what her last name is.
Okay.
But yeah, she comes out and I like her meetings. So I try to rearrange my schedule to attend.
Okay.
And I still attend Bible study. My child been here all week.
Okay.
So I take him back, my oldest. I take him back on my way to work today.
Okay. How has that been, Miss Thomas, having your child with you? I don't know what that means. That could mean a number of things.
It's been rough. I'm gonna trade him out with some other ones.
Miss Thomas. Trade him out like
I'm gonna trade him out for some other ones. They love him here though.
How old is he?
13.
Okay, so he's in those alien years, right? He's starting to smell himself and, yeah. Stick with them though. They get boys recover a lot quicker than girls. Girls turn into aliens and they kind of stay aliens until, they're about 26 and 27. Boys, they turn into aliens at about 13. They mellow out, sooner, quicker than girls. And, they find their way back to the light a lot quicker than girls. So don't give up on them, okay?
I'm trying now, but he threw clear nail polish on my new leather couch yesterday. So
okay.
I kind of want to trade him out for 2 other kids.
Well, you might need to trade him out for a day or two so you can breathe and and get the nail polish off your leather couch, okay?
Yeah, so we've been doing that. They like him here though, because they say that he's so sweet and polite and whatnot.
Yeah.
And
Ms. Thomas, you may want to also check into at some point doing some counseling, engaging the kids in counseling. What do you think about that?
We had did it, and I think it was because back then it was court ordered from another court. Where I'm supposed to do it with the other kids, it just hasn't started.
Okay. Ms. Taylor, we want to check into that. If we can do anything to help, because the 13-year-old should be included. Now, he may need his own one-on-one counseling, but I just think that that's healthy.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm a proponent of counseling. I wish I could tell you I knew everything as a parent. I've raised 3 children. I wish I could tell you I could write a book, but listen, I had to get some help sometimes just so I could, keep my freedom and my sanity and all of that. And so, so I'm a proponent of it. Let's look at
I said, I had to do this parenting class. So it helps.
It did.
I got to do a parenting class, so it helps. And then, I'm still with Team Wellness, but I haven't seen a lady in a while because she has missed her appointments, not me. She's missed her appointment.
You talking about Miss Griffin?
No, Miss my therapist at Team Wellness.
That's not Miss Griffin?
Her name is Evelyn Martin.
Oh, Miss Taylor, I need to know what's going on.
So I do have I still have my psychiatrist and I still have a therapist at Easter Seals. So in those 2 weeks that I've missed, I did see my other another therapist.
Okay. So Miss Taylor, a couple of things I'm hearing. I want to know why she's got multiple places for therapy. I don't think that that's good to have you going here, there, and everywhere for therapy. What we try to do and our goal in specialty court is to bring everything under one umbrella, okay? And then that way, you're the psychiatrist, the therapist, everything you need is a one-stop shop.
Okay, so at Team Wellness, where are you at? I never seen a psychiatrist over there.
At Team Wellness?
At Team Wellness, I never seen a psychiatrist over there. Because when they sent me to do a psychological evaluation, that wasn't a psychiatrist. She was somebody who sit up here and put on an additional medication that wasn't even covered by my insurance. And told me that was like a cure-all medication.
Where did you go, Miss Thomas? Your picture disappeared. There you go. All right. So, Miss Taylor, I'm gonna need some clarity on that.
Yeah,
the only person that could prescribe a medication would be a
psychiatrist. Yeah.
Right. And because it's Team Wellness, that would have been a psychiatrist.
Right, but it wasn't.
Okay. So I need to find out what's going on.
That was at the East location. So
Oh.
now my therapist is at the Eastern Market location.
I
But
don't
they
use the
said,
Eastern
but
Market location.
Jordan told me not to go in person because of, the mess that happened there. He said it wasn't safe. And but I like to see my therapist in person. So
Right.
that's why, I was seeing like because the lady said that she couldn't see me in person only on Fridays. I don't do nothing on my work days because I be asleep.
Okay.
So I
Okay.
sit up here. That's why I was going to the Easter steers because I can see them in person because they're available on Mondays, Tuesdays, or Wednesdays.
Okay.
So and then I don't see this. I never met this lady.
All right. So here's what I need. This is what I need. I need Miss Taylor. We need to reconcile, and I want her brought under one umbrella. I need her to be in a place where she needs in person. That's what she's saying she needs. And when people tell us what they need, we listen to them. So she needs in person. Can you give Miss Taylor an opportunity to reconcile some of this information and find out what's going on? Miss
Yes.
Thomas, can we do that?
Yes.
All right. Would you be comfortable if we can work together to bring you in one location with the psychiatrist, the therapist, and everything at Team Wellness? Would you, or at Pop-Off? Would you be comfortable with that?
It can be done.
If it can be
It
done.
hasn't been able to be done yet.
Okay, that's why I'm asking. Will you give us a chance? Give us a chance. All right. So give us a chance to get that done. Okay. I'm so glad you brought this information forward because I would have had no way of knowing. Okay. So let's see if we can bring everything under one roof. And then I don't want to ask you about medicine because we're streaming live. And so Ms. Taylor will call you and ask you about that. And I want to know who prescribed it as well. And then that way, Ms. Taylor, that will help us as we bring everything under one roof.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Ms. Thomas, I want to hear another thing, one more thing about you. How are you doing at work?
I'm doing good at work. Work has the opportunity to further your education. And so, because they pay for certain programs to like expand them. So I'm thinking about doing that, or it's free. It's a way to go to free college.
Oh, you thinking about going to school?
I'm gonna try it.
Do it, Miss. Do it, Miss Thomas.
I'm gonna try it.
Try it.
Just so I don't have to be in the plant forever.
Look at you. Miss Thomas, you have come such a long way. I'm so proud of you, ma'am.
Yeah. Oh, and the one thing that we have to sit up here and figure out is, so I've been at Lake Ridge for July 9th will be 120 days.
Okay.
This program is just a 4-month program.
It's just, I'm sorry, say that again.
Lake Ridge's program is just 4 months.
Okay.
So my home repairs, they are paid for.
Are they done?
Contractors haven't started.
Why haven't they started?
I don't know. They've been telling me it's a process. So I don't know when the start date is.
All right. So this is what I want to do. Did you go through a program to get those repairs paid for and to get the contractor?
Yes.
Was that a program that we referred you to?
Yes.
Okay, I'm having a senior moment, so I need you to help me out.
All right. Community Clear Court.
Community, say it one more time.
Community Clear Court.
All right. And so, Miss Taylor, I need us to, and maybe you could get Mr. Morgan, because I know you've got a lot on your plate. Let's call and let them know that we need to get those repairs done because she's in a program and we want her to be safe and in a safe environment while these repairs are being done. But we also have to abide by the guidelines of the provider where she's at. So if we could get an answer on that as well. Give us a second. And then, of course, we'll call Lake Ridge and say, listen, Lake Ridge, we need you to help us out for like 2 minutes because we need you, those repairs need to be done before you go back to the house.
Right.
Okay, because you've got some major stuff going on, right?
Right.
All right. So give us an opportunity. We have you gave us a whole bunch of assignments to do today, Ms. Thomas, but we're going to get them done. Give us an opportunity to look at that as well, okay?
Okay.
All right.
I'll just email you, Ms. Taylor.
Yes. Okay, that's fine.
Okay. All right. Very, very good. I think I've checked off the list for everything I wanted to know about you, Ms. Thomas. Is there anything else you want me to know about you?
No, I'm fine.
You're doing good and you smiling. I love it. Listen, let me go and I need to place your case number on the record. I didn't even get to do that. I have case number 210606501 state your name for the record.
Dana Thomas.
All right, wonderful. So Ms. Thomas, I'm so happy to see the progress that you're making. I just want to encourage you to keep going. Keep going. You have so much potential, ma'am, and you've been sitting on it. You've been sitting on it. And so I want to see you perform to your fullest potential. And we want to be here to help you do that, okay?
Okay.
All right, Ms. Taylor, what else, if anything, do you want to tell me about Ms. Thomas?
Nothing in addition. I did speak with her yesterday and she had updated me on all this stuff. So I'm glad that she was able to bring it to you and we will figure out, all of these things that she has going on.
All right. Let's get it figured out. Got your hands full. You might want to reach out and get some help, Ms. Taylor.
Oh, I am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Tell them I said so. Tell them I said so. Right. For any other team members, anything asked to Ms. Thomas?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Ms. Thomas, we don't know each other because you're in a different program, but it sounds that you're working the program, you're engaged in your treatment, and I like to hear you say you want to continue your education. That's great. It's nice to meet you today. Keep up the good work, Ms. Thomas. Be safe. Enjoy the holidays. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Ms. Thomas.
All right.
Thank you.
Very
Thank
good.
you.
All right, Ms. Taylor, what's next for Ms. Thomas?
Ms. Thomas will have a face-to-face on July 6th, 2022 at 10:35 a.m. But Judge, I still would like to staff her case that week just to make sure we have a transition plan because like she said, the 120 days, I believe, falls on July 9th. So I would like to still discuss it. And if we do need to just bring her back before you on the 6th, we can do that as well.
Okay, very good. And let's reach out to Lake Ridge as well. Let them know once we hear from this community clear court, the status of getting her place finished. What's the holdup?
Okay.
How can we work around and still get it done within the parameters of the program?
Right.
And if not, we'll have to call in a favor from Lake Ridge.
Yes.
We may have to do that. All right. All right, very good. All right, Ms. Thomas, I want you to enjoy the rest of your day, okay?
All right. Thank you. You
All
too.
right, take care. Bye-bye. Thank you, Ms. Taylor. We're all set.
No problem. Have a good day.
All right, you too. All right, I still have some cases that are up. Ms. Cleveland, you have someone in the courtroom?
Yes, Your Honor. Keith Paul is in the courtroom and I did get the results of his screen. So I'm going to text it to you if that's okay.
Yes, please.
Okay. I'm smiling.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm trying to read your face. I'm like,
Yeah.
she's got her head now.
Yes.
I'm trying to see what's going on, Ms. Cleveland.
Yep. So we're good.
All right, I got you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, wonderful. Good morning, Mr. Paul. I can't hear you. Tell them to turn it on in the courtroom.
There we go, Judge.
Good morning, Ms. Holmes.
All right, good morning. How are you?
Fine.
All right, Mr. Paul, I have the following matters for you. SP 103-00531, SP 105-07911, SP 121-94501, and case number 195230301. State your full name for me, please, sir.
Keith Deontay Paul.
All right, Mr. Paul, I want you to tell me how are things going.
Going good, pretty good. I start Detroit recovery progress tomorrow at 11. I want to holler at the pastor on Father's Day.
You
State
did.
Bridge. Yeah, he was happy to see me. He wanted me to come back and work for him. He said that place been getting out of hand since I done left. So, I'm gonna go talk to him today. He want me to come up there.
All right.
I got back. That's what he said.
Listen at that, Mr. Paul. That means you made quite an impression on him, right? He saw through all of the other stuff that you was doing, right?
Yes, ma'am.
He did, and he saw the real Mr. Paul.
Yes.
All right, very good.
I've been doing good though. I enjoyed my birthday. I was the first time ever being sober on my birthday. And I enjoyed
Come on.
Yes.
Yeah. We are glad. First time ever that you've been sober on your birthday.
Yes, ma'am.
And if you don't mind telling us, how old are you?
I don't know.
No, don't tell us. All right. You over 21 and it's the first time you've had a sober birthday, right? I'm not mad at you.
Yes, ma'am. It felt good too. I woke up the next morning with no hangover, no headaches, worn up, none of that stuff. So really felt good. My family was proud of me and everything. They was happy to see me, and the kids and everything. Yeah, I'm hanging in there.
And I'm proud of you too.
Can't wait to start over at Detroit Recovery Project. I'm gonna see what that is about, because it seems like it's a good, really program, a nice program there. I haven't met my counselor yet. I'm meeting him tomorrow. Hopefully I'll like it over there.
Okay. All right, Mr. Paul. Listen, I believe I can say we as a team, we are proud of you. Having a sober birthday, taking care of business, getting back on track. Listen, I'm so glad that you are back on track, Mr. Paul.
Yeah, I was getting out of hand. Pastor was telling me, man, you leaving too much, you going out too much. And I wasn't paying attention to him. And that's when I relapsed. And I feel much better now, back to normal me, sober mind, feel good.
Yes, Mr. Paul. And I want you to hold on and remember this good feeling so that when you have those urges or situations come up that would otherwise make you utilize a substance, that you will remember, wait a minute, when I felt good, I felt at my best, I wasn't using any substances, because what you should have learned through this experience, that the use of substance only makes things worse, right?
Yes, ma'am, it does bring up old memories and just make you keep on drinking and think about bad things. I'm over that now, so I'm 40 years old. I told you my age.
You're a baby, sir. You're a baby. Yes, sir. All right. Listen, I'm so glad that you're doing it, Mr. Paul. You owe it to yourself. You're a good guy. You are, even when you was making me angry, almost. You are still, I held on to the fact that you are a good guy. You just got off track, and now we need to get you back on track. And I'm so glad to see you back on track, Mr. Paul. I am very glad. What do you need us to help you with?
Nothing at the moment, nothing, but I forgot my completion paper for Lake Ridge, because the pastor told Mr. Reed that I didn't complete, but I got a whole completion paper, my certificate, and, but it's in the car. I don't understand why he signed it and everything. I don't understand why he said he told Mr. Reed or Ms. Robbs that I didn't complete, but I did bring it here last time I was in the courtroom. I brought it here and Ms. Robbs made a copy of it. I don't know if she put it in my file or not. And I was thinking about the rest.
So give us an opportunity to get that. So is someone else talking? All right, give us an opportunity to get that together, to ask that question. But here's the thing, when you're in our specialty court, treatment is really ongoing. And as you can see, because you can have treatment, do really well, and then just like that, you back out there. And so and that's the frame of mind that I really want all of our participants to have, is that treatment is ongoing. Now, it may look differently as you progress through the program and even as you progress through life, but you're gonna always have to, for the rest of your life, every day, do something to work on your sobriety. And you're gonna need some guided help and a guided assistance to do that. And hopefully at some point in your life, you're gonna get to where, no, I can do it on my own. I can get up and go to meetings on my own. When I have a crisis, I can pick up the phone. When I need to get back into therapy, I can call and schedule an appointment. You see what I'm saying? So it's a lifetime commitment. You got that, Mr. Paul?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, because I don't want you to come unglued about that certificate from Lake Ridge. Because,
Okay.
yeah, I don't want you to, because you've got some continued care that you have to do, and you're going to do it through Detroit Recovery Project, and it's going to be a good thing for you. And hopefully, and I have no doubt that they will set you up so that you will be able to continue your care long after you are finished with this program. Okay?
Yes, ma'am. I was thinking about my restitution. I know I did over 40 hours in community service over at Lake Ridge. But Ms. Cleveland, she didn't see any things that only have 40 hours.
Okay, so we'll give Ms. Cleveland an opportunity to look at everything. But here's the thing, Mr. Paul, you're gonna have to be working. And when you're working, you've got to pay. Community service is for individuals that are indigent. Otherwise, or if there's some extenuating circumstances, otherwise, we do expect people to pay. I'm always going to work with folks because money will never keep you out of the program. Money will never stop us from helping you, but we do expect you, since we have helped you, to do the things that you need to do where the court is concerned, okay? So that the person coming behind you will have resources so we can help them too, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. So Ms. Cleveland, make sure check on his 40 hours of community service and then his certificate from Lake Ridge. All right,
Yeah.
what did you tell me about your house?
It came along pretty good. I'm living there now. It's came along pretty good. I got it all the way together. I just wait. I think I put too much bulk in front of my house. I think I gotta get another dumpster. I don't think the city will pick that up. It's like trees and garbage bags and leaf bags. I don't think they're gonna pick it up, so I gotta probably rent a dumpster. Because they came out, bulk day came out 2 weeks ago. And then I seen the regular trash man. He said, I don't think they're gonna pick it up because it's not separated. So I'm gonna just probably just rent another hood, 10-foot dumpster or something and throw it up in there. But other than that, everything's good.
All right.
And I did the wood floors myself. That's why I was at. That's when the pastor kept saying, "You eating too much." But I was really over there getting my house together, and I ended up slipping up, celebrating too soon. That's how I ended up.
And it's okay to celebrate, but you got to celebrate in the right way.
Yeah, to celebrate sober with. And I figured that out on my birthday, so. But other than that, the house is coming really along good. I need to throw some grass seeds. It's a lot of weeds, I need some weed killer. But I was trying to work the program and get this cover and everything paid, and I can get back with that stuff.
All right, very good, very good. All right, Miss Cleveland, what do you want to say about Mr. Paul? His test results were good today. You had me nervous.
No.
But Mr. Paul looks like, sounds like he's on track. Miss Cleveland?
I had my poker face on, Your Honor.
Oh, okay. That's what it
Until
was.
look, I started grinning.
Okay.
Your Honor, I've just recently connected with Mr. Paul, and we are working some things out. I would like to have a discussion in staffing about just about some stuff that I want to have clarity on myself to make sure that I recognize what his protocol is, because there's some orders that I see that you've given, but then I'm talking with him, I'm not sure that the urine testing is what you had ordered, but I do need to follow up on that because I know he's on a tether right now and he still has a few weeks. And as far as I know, no one has received a message that there's been a violation or anything like that.
Okay.
So that's good news as well. Your Honor, he did confirm that he has spoken with Detroit Recovery Project. I'm waiting for their verification to come through and for them to let me know what the assessment is, as well as who his therapist will be and his treatment plan. I'm looking for those items to be reported.
Okay. So I know I'll have to give you a moment to get those things together,
Yes.
Ms. Cleveland. And so when we staff his case for his next hearing, then or you can update me, anytime.
Thank
Okay?
you, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Mr. Reed, Mr. Fike, is anything asked of Mr. Paul? He is on track, doing what he's supposed to do, and I'm loving it.
Yes, Judge, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Paul, for coming into the building today. We appreciate that. Thank you for working the program. I heard my name mentioned, but I didn't hear what you said. Just keep it good, Mr. Paul, if you mention my name, okay? Thank you. Keep up the good work.
I will.
Uh-oh, Mr. Vikings, are you on mute?
I am on mute. Thank you, Judge.
Yeah.
Mr. Paul, it's so good to see you back and doing it the way it should be done. I know it's in you. You're such a good man. We've had a lot of conversations and you've always impressed me as that. Keep up the good work, sir. You can do this. I know you can.
I will.
Right, very good. Mr. Paul, do you have any questions for the team this morning?
I just appreciate how they be on me, like getting me back on the right track, I love that, because you can fall off any day, any moment, As long as I got y'all in my corner, I'm good, I'm straight. I know I ain't trying to go back to that lockup, so I know I'm good. I ain't thinking about that.
Yes, sir. That's not where I want you to be, Mr. Paul. You're a good person. You don't need to be in lockup. You need to be working on yourself, doing the things that you need to do to take care of yourself. Okay?
Ma'am.
All right.
Yes.
What's your return to court date, the return to court date, Miss Cleveland?
Your Honor, he's in phase 3, so he would have a face-to-face on July 14th, 2022 at 10:35 a.m.
All right. Did you get that, Mr. Paul?
Yes, I did, Ms. Holmes.
All right. Very good. All right. Mr. Paul, I want you to have a good day. Take good care of yourself. I'm releasing you, okay?
Yes, ma'am. You too.
All right. Take care. All right. Let's go to Mr. Yancey. You have something?
I do have Miss Toya Melton in the courtroom. She had a face-to-face, but I did ask her to come in.
Okay. Is there an issue, Mr. Yancey? Oh, let me read this. 1 second. Yeah, this has been happening often. Mr. Yancey, This is your case, right? Uh-oh, we can't hear you, Mr. Yance.
I'm sorry. So,
Is she on the tether?
no,
Okay,
but I have addressed it this morning, and um, there's a therapist I wanted her to see, and she's actually seen her twice. I wasn't privy to that, so I did confirm that. So I'm really happy about that. And there's some other things going on that we addressed this morning. So I think we're in a kind of good place, or a lot better place than what we were. So I was happy she came in. I inadvertently sent you some paperwork because I didn't think that was going to happen. So so like I said, we spent about an hour, and I think we're on the right track right now.
all right. Mr. Yancey, I don't know if you've had an opportunity to speak with the attorneys. I will say this to you, I'm not interested in punishing her, but we have been down this road a couple of times. And so I'm gonna have to put a tether on her. Okay?
Okay.
And she can't leave today until she gets it. That's the only way. I'm not, because I'm a lay person in the area of assessment, but based on her record, her assessments are coming back to me deficient, that she needs more help than what she's getting.
I understand, and I think that's what I've been able to address with the therapist, Miss Perry, who I was privy to, and I did want her to connect with her. Fortunate enough, she has had 2 sessions with her, which I wasn't privy to prior to today. And so in that respect, I think she's connected with the right person or persons. And like I say, she's here today, and I can work on that, what you just asked me to get done. And then I think we'll be in good shape. I don't know if she needs to speak with one of the attorneys or not, but that's where we are this morning.
All right. All right. All right. Who has Miss Milton with them? Mr. Griffin, is she with you?
Yeah, I'm down here. If she need to go into a breakout room, I just came down here to make sure everything was set up.
Why don't we have her go into a breakout room and Mr. Yancey go in that breakout room with her, explain to the attorneys what's going on, and then you'll have to come out while she talks to her attorney, okay?
Yes.
All right.
Judge. I'll go with her.
Okay, so it'll be Mr. Reed,
Yes.
Mr. Griffin in courtroom 133, and Mr. Yancey. All right. And then Ms. Fikens, are you ready on Mr. Ahmed?
We are, Your Honor.
All right, very good. All right, we are ready. Let's do it. All right, I have thank you. Good morning, Ms. Bumpus.
Good morning, Your Honor. So good to see you.
Yes, likewise. I have the following for Mr. Ahmed. I have C 428-7152, case number SP 123-9974, counts 2 and 3, and actually count 1 as well. All right, Ms. Bumpus, state your name for the record.
Yes, for the record, Your Honor, Lori Bumpus on behalf of the probation department.
All right, thank you. And then Mr. Ahmed, please state your full name.
Nasir Ahmed.
Thank you and good morning to both of you, Mr. Fikens. I think I'll hear from Ms. Bumpus first. All right, Ms. Bumpus, you may proceed.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Ahmed was last before the court on May 20th of this year. The court did adjourn this case for today for compliance. Mr. Ahmed has paid his fines and costs in full. He's also completed the Johnson School that was completed at Southwest Detroit Community Justice Center on June 21st of this year. He's also complied with the HIV testing. He has provided proof of testing. Your Honor, he was ordered to do 40 days of community service. He was referred to community service by
40
Ms.
hours,
Green.
right? 40 hours of community service?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, you said 40 days. I
And-
wanted to just make sure. I'm like, oh, Mr. Ahmed must have really made me angry that day. All right, 40 hours, 40 hours. All right, let's do it.
And Ms. Green provided a report today. He's done 11.75 hours. He did complete that at Southwest Detroit Community Justice Center. They referred him to Tabernacle Church for his community service. There was some problems there. Ms. Green actually came to the courtroom today, if the court wants to speak to her regarding the community service. But he's only completed 11.75 hours, Your Honor.
Right. And so what I'd like to know is, did he complete the 11 point whatever hours because that's just what he wanted to do, or was there an issue at the community service site?
Judge, if I might
Yes, you may.
present at this time. Mr. Ahmed told me that he was, because of his religion, he was asked to do some things at the church with food prep that were not within his religious guidelines. I think it's easy enough to solve, and maybe could have been solved earlier, but what we're asking for is to get this thing back on track. He wants to finish out, Judge. He does, as evident by all the other things he did. I don't want this to be an impediment. It shouldn't be an impediment. He needs to just be assigned to some place that is not.
Yeah. Okay. So, and I'll do just that. And the reason, Mr. Fikens, you hit on it, the reason I'll make the adjustment is because he's done everything else. He has to do the 40 hours of community service. And so Ms. Bumpus, Ms. Green, what I will ask is find him a location that has nothing to do with food prep. Okay, let him do some manual labor. And let's find him a location to work. He can also do our workforce. I believe it's up and operating again just on Wednesdays, where he would be able to do the workforce through the court 8 hours. I believe it's still up and operating. May want to check on that. But I need my 40 hours. Right now he's at 11.75. So he still owes me some time, and I need him to get it done. And so, Mr. Ahmed, how much time do you think you'll need to get the rest of these hours completed?
2 months.
No, not 2 months.
Oh.
No, can I give you 30 days and you get it done?
We'll accept that, Judge. We certainly will.
Yeah.
We thank the court.
Yeah,
for that.
I'm being generous because I really should only be giving you 2 weeks.
No,
So I'm gonna give you 30 days to get it done. Ms. Bumpus, can we make that happen? 30 days for him to get the rest of that time done?
Your Honor, there had been a problem with Mr. Ahmed, claiming that he worked literally 7 days a week. And
Well,
Ms.
that's
Green went out of
unfortunate
her
for
way-
him. That's
Yeah,
unfortunate for him.
Ms. Green went out of her way to help him. So I'm thinking because he complains so much to her that I'm not sure if he'll do it in 30 days. I hope he will, because that's the court's order.
He'll get it done in 30 days or he'll go to jail. That's the only alternative. Then you won't go to work at all because you'll be at the Wayne
Yeah.
County Jail. You must comply with every aspect of my order, Mr. Ahmed. And so listen, you got to get that community service done. Stop complaining, get your assignment, go get it done so you can be done with us and hopefully never have to come this way again. But if you don't get my community service done in 30 days, or you're gonna go to the Wayne County Jail for 30 days, and then you still won't have a job. I don't want to do that. I'd rather see you comply with the court's orders. You've offended in this city. You must serve the city through community service. So I am going to give you, today is the 23rd, I'm gonna be generous and add another day. So we're gonna be traveling. I'm not gonna bring you back until July 29th. So I'm giving you a little bit more than 30 days. July 29th, 2022. Ms. Drew, you can adjourn his cases as is. And so let's put them back on for July, what did I say, July 29th?
Yes, Judge.
Yes, and that would still be at, what did I have them on for? That would be at 10:30 a.m. All right, so Mr. Ahmed, you got to get it done. And you can come back in here with another excuse. If you don't have the rest of those hours done, your hearing will be in person. You must come down to 36th District Court, located at 421 Madison in the beautiful city of Detroit, courtroom number 133. That's where your next hearing date will be, on the 29th, okay? On July 29th, if you don't have those hours done, all right? Just come on down. Don't even zoom in, just come in, okay? Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, very good. Thank you, Ms. Wilson. She's also placed the court address in the Zoom. I want to make sure everybody's clear. If he has not done 40 hours, if he's done 39.25, 39.75, he must come his next hearing date of July 29th at 8:35. He must physically appear at 36th District Court. If he fails to appear, a warrant will be issued for his arrest. That's how we're working this. I'm giving you 30 days, sir. All right?
Sure.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Bumpus. Thank you, Ms. Green. Thank you, Mr. Ficus, and thank you, Mr. Ahmed. You are free to go unless you have questions for the team.
Just like the hours, like, does it have to be Pacific hours I have to go?
Sir, wherever the location is, you have to work their hours. You have to work their hours.
Yeah,
You
but I
don't want
wouldn't be
them
able
to-
to, I
Sir,
wouldn't be able to, volunteer at a nonprofit organization or anything.
No, sir, you have to go through our court for community service.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
sir.
I could do that, but like some of it is like they're making me go like on a job schedule. I never knew that I had to be on a schedule.
Mr. Ahmed, businesses run from 9 to 5. Most of them do. And so when you come to the city of Detroit and you engage in the behavior that you've engaged in, this is the price you have to pay, sir.
Okay, thank you.
All right, Mr. Fikens, did you want to say something to your client? Oh, he's gone.
no, that's
All
fine.
right.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you. All right. You're very welcome. All right. And so are we ready on, you said Ms. Milton was a face-to-face. Are we ready on Ms. Milton? Well, okay, very good. Then who's sitting in my box? Oh, I'm like, listen, who's sitting? Okay, Mr. Griffin, don't scare me. All right, let me call the remainder of my docket. Ms. Drew, are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I think everybody showed up at the 8:35 as well as the 9 o'clock. I'm now going to the 10:30 docket. I have for Kyle Alexander, case number SP 122-46091. Ms. Drew, did Mr. Alexander pay?
Yes, he did, Judge.
Wonderful, then that means I am closing out that particular matter, and then I'm dismissing the remaining matters. I am dismissing case number SP 122-46093, case number 193-782-711, and case number 193-782-712, and also 193-782-713. Those cases will be dismissed. That is awesome. I'm going to now LaDiamond Allen. I have case number SP 130-3486, count 1. Did she pay?
It looks like she did pay, and these two that she have right here were just, well, adjourned for dismissal.
All right, wonderful. Then I am dismissing counts 1 and 2. Let's keep going. I hope the case managers can hear me. I'm going to our face-to-face people at this time. I will start with Kevin Brown, Z808-2201. What's next for Mr. Brown? Who
I'm
had
not, I'm not sure if that's Mr. Yancey, but he is on, with another courtroom right now, Your Honor. So
I'll
can we
hold
come
off
back
and
to him?
call- hold off and call my 10:35.
Your Honor,
Yes.
Miss Milton, she's in the courtroom and ready if you're ready for her.
Okay, yes, give me 1 second, and then I need to just recess for a quick second, and then I'll be ready to call Ms. Milton, and I'll call the remainder of the docket. Thank you.
Because I see. Yeah, I right, I think you kind of call it jaws. Yeah, I got it.
Sir, what's your name, please?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, what's your name, please?
Kyle Alexander.
Okay, hold on. Did somebody want to explain what happened on this case?
Yes, he paid, is that right, Ms. Wilson? I think he did.
Yes, according to Ms. Drew.
Yeah. So, Mr. Alexander,
Oh, okay, go, okay.
Mr. Alexander, you're in good shape. You paid. The matters that are supposed to be dismissed will be dismissed. And thank you for taking care of your business, sir. Do you have any questions of me? Mr. Alexander? You're muted. Mr. Alexander, can you hear me? There you go.
Hello?
Hi. Could you hear me talking? Because you paid up your matter, right?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. You paid up your matter. Is that correct, sir?
Yes.
Okay, the judge put that on the record that you paid. And so you've complied with all the court orders, and I think you'll get some paperwork in the mail from the judge's clerk in a few weeks, okay? Probably less than that, probably in a week or so.
Okay.
Do you have
So
any
I'm
questions?
able to go get my license back now?
Well, if you don't have any, I don't know what you might have in other courts. I don't know if there are some reinstatement fees that have to be paid, but assuming you've cleared up everything, yeah, go check
Okay.
with the Secretary of State, okay? You might not want to do
Okay.
it this instance because it has to go into the system yet, in our system. But you know,
Right.
very soon you'll be able to go to the Secretary of State. If you have any problems, the judge would always welcome you back to try to fix any problems you might have in 36th District. We can't fix things in other cities or other towns.
Right.
But you can always come back and see us, okay?
Okay.
All right, you're free to go, Mr.
So
Alexander.
that's,
Thank you
I'm
for
good to
coming.
go, right? I have to go back into the courtroom? Okay,
You are
thank you.
good to go. See ya.
Good job, Mr.
Thank you, Mr. Reed.
Mr. Fikens, corporal is here on Mr. Alexander's case.
Okay, I see that. Corporal Hop?
Yes, good morning.
Hi, good morning. My name's Rob Fikens. I'm one of the defense attorneys. Kyle Alexander, I presume you're here on for that. He was an adjourned to pay because he took a plea, and he did make payment, and that was confirmed by the court clerk.
Okay.
So, boy, sorry that you were asked to be here for just an adjourn to pay. But your name is on the record, and we see that you were here, and we thank you for coming in. Sorry that that should have been taken care of, that you weren't summoned today, but
I appreciate it. I was already in court, so just had to switch over. I appreciate it though.
Thank you, Corporal.
Yep, no problem. Have a good day.
You too. Mr. Reed, we have Miss Milton yet to do. Is that correct?
That's correct. Did I miss anything in the breakout room?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Mr. Fikens, is Miss Milton the last case?
I think she is.
Okay.
Unless Mr. Yancey tries to sneak somebody in on us.
Nope, no sneaking.
Okay. Thanks for that info last night, Mr. Yancey. Appreciate it. That helped me a lot.
Okay, no problem.
All right, thank you for your patience. Let's do it. Are we ready? Ms. Milton?
Yes, Judge.
Let's have Ms. Milton come to the podium, please. All right, I have the following for Ms. Milton. I have case numbers Z800982 and case number Z80812661. Ms. Milton, state your full name for me, please. Oh, I can't hear you, Ms. Drew.
Go ahead, say it one more time. Clay Milton.
All right, thank you. Ms. Milton, what's going on with you?
I'm going through a lot of things, Judge. Really, I'm trying to manage my stress management. I'm trying to manage my life. I am trying to be the best parent that I can. I just started a new position and a really good job, and I'm salary, and I'm just trying to really be able to put myself in position to get out of this situation that I'm in. With dealing with all of my stress, I am spending over $150 a week in transportation to get my child to school, for me to get to school, for me to get to work. I'm not able to drive. I've been dealing with a heavy level of stress, and the level of stress has contributed to me consuming alcohol. The alcohol consumption has not been in abundance, but I am human and I'm being honest, and I'm just letting you know that I did consume a drink because of the stress level that I am dealing with in my life.
And I understand that, and Mr. Team, let me say this, for Miss Milton pronounces her name Toye, is that correct?
Yes.
So when I heard Toya Milton, for some reason, I registered someone else. I think I was registering another client, because Ms. Milton has not had an issue since she has been with us. And so I stand corrected. So I want to make sure that correction goes on the record. Now I understand your recommendation, Mr. Yancey.
I'm sorry that I mispronounced that, Your Honor.
No, that's okay. That's why I asked, this is your client? I mean, so you should know this, not me, but actually I had the wrong person. And so, so my apologies for that. Secondly, Ms. Milton, I want to applaud you for being honest, not making us jump through hoops, just telling the truth. And so, Mr. Yancey and team, I'm not interested in punishing Ms. Milton for what she's done. But Ms. Milton, what I will say to you is that we have armed you with, I believe, a plethora of services and resources, so that if you have an urge, if you hit a rough spot, you can pick up a phone, you can drop into a meeting, there's something that you can do. Now, there are some issues that you're saying that you're having with respect to your inability to drive. You need to talk to your case manager about, and the attorneys about, how do I get my license back reinstated so that I'm not Ubering or Lyfting? Because I understand that can be very costly, but you need to have that conversation with them so that you're able to do the things that you need to do. And I understand that you have some stress going on. So I'm not minimizing that at all. But what I am going to tell you is that, listen, life is going to be filled with stressors. We are all stressing, but you have to find a way to respond to it appropriately so that you don't self-sabotage. You know what I'm saying? Because you could have been self-sabotaging. All the wonderful things you're doing, you got on salary with your job, things are turning around. You might have some stressors going on, but we've talked in the past and you've had some things that have turned around for you and that are looking good for you. The sun is shining on you. And so you don't want to do something like, when stress hits, now my first response is going to be to pick up a substance, because in essence, that's self-sabotaging. So we've got to get some work done to understand and to help you to implement some coping mechanisms so that when stress comes in life, you'll have a healthy and responsible way of responding to it. How does that sound?
That sounds really good. I will say that I've been talking to Camille Perry at All Wellbeing, and she's been very influential during this whole process with everything that I'm dealing with. I meet with Mr. Thomas Black every Tuesday, and we do a group session from 6:30 until 8 p.m. I've completed a total of 3 of the sessions. I have to do 90 days of those sessions on Tuesdays consecutively, and I've completed 3 of them since I've done the complete intake over at All Wellbeing. I have Miss Camille Perry's personal number. I reach out to her when I let her know about, me having a positive screening, and, she told me the steps that I need to take to move forward to be able to be abstinent from substances, specifically alcohol. And I'm doing my best and I'm trying my best, and there's nobody that's around me that's influencing me. It's just truly me being a stronger person so that I can be able to be the best person that I can be for my son, for myself, and my family.
You got it, Ms. Milton. And it sounds like you are already taking responsibility and doing the things you need to do to get back on track. Mr. Yancey, what I will ask of you is let's make sure that she is following. We have a clear understanding of what the treatment plan is for Ms. Milton and that she's following it. Okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Yancey, go ahead and state your recommendation for the record. Now your recommendation makes a lot of sense to me. I was like, what's going on with Mr. Yancey? All right, go Mr. Yancey. What's your recommendation?
So yes, Your Honor. So I have connected her with the therapist. She was seeing a recovery coach. I need her to see both. So she set up with a therapist. It's a therapist I'm familiar with. That seems to be intensive at this time. So she'll be seeing both at All Wellbeing, Your Honor. So we want to just see if that's works out for her. And we also talked about some grief counseling also. So between the grief counseling, the intensive therapy, and the recovery coach, she has 3 things set up for her. I also told her that always reach out to me if something is going on. Between the 3 of us, she's got a lot of resources. I know there's a lot of stresses with transportation and different things, but things are looking up. It's difficult, but she's reached some serious goals so far. That salary employment is really a big deal to her. She's really proud of that. She should be. We just don't want anything to mess that up. We don't want alcohol to mess up a gigantic goal that we reach. We're going to do everything in our power not to let that happen.
Yes. All right. And so, Mr. Yancey, what I do want to make sure, I understand she's got a lot of things going, but I want to make sure that we're not pulling her to 3 places to do 3 different things.
Yes.
Everything should be under one umbrella, one roof, so that way, when she goes, she gets the services that she needs. And she's already indicated she's having a transportation issue. We don't want to now have her going 10 places to get services.
That's for sure, Your Honor. No, I don't want her going to different locations. That would cause an extra hardship. So no, all in one spot, Your Honor.
All right, very good. And so, Mr. Fikens, Mr. Reed, I'd like one of you to speak with Miss Milton in a breakout room to talk about what's the status of her license. Let's have Ms. send an SOS. Mr. Reed.
Judge, just looking at the docket and the 2 cases that are on the docket, both of those cases are drinking and driving cases. And if in fact that's the case, she would need to go through us for an interlock device. I don't know if there's anything else on the SOS, but just from the face of the docket today, the two drinking and driving cases, she needs to go through us for an interlock device. So whenever the court feels comfortable recommending her eligibility, we might put that in place.
All right, very good. And so let's get her past this infraction. And Mr. Yancey, let's start looking at what she needs to get that restricted license. Start getting the information and things from her and checking her eligibility, and let's go from there.
I'll do that, Your Honor.
All right, very good. All right, and so anything else from any of the other team members or from Ms. Milton?
You know,
No, Judge, thank you.
I would just like to say, Your Honor, Ms. Milton, you're in your remarks today, I just was thinking how clearly organized your thoughts were and how well you spoke. And I know you take this very seriously because you've given a lot of thought to what you're going to say and how you're going to present it. And that's sort of what I've seen in you, Ms. Milton, is that you organize your life. And so don't let this be an impediment to you. You can move on. You've just had a great opportunity going up to salary. I mean, that's amazing, and we're so proud of you. So keep going forward. I know there's challenges, as can be seen. We'll see what we can do about that license. That might create other challenges, but we can always work through that. And I know you have the patience and the ability to get through this because we're awfully proud of you. Thank you, Judge.
All right, very good, very good. Anything else from any of the other team members? If not, Mr. Yancey, what's next for Ms. Milton?
Your Honor, even though she was here today, can we have her come back on July 14th for a Zoom?
Yes, July 14th, 2022. That will be at 8:35 a.m.
Thank you so much.
All
Judge,
right,
do you still want the SoberLink device or?
No, I'm not
Okay.
going to do that because I thought she was someone else.
Okay,
But she will continue with her testing and make the adjustments to her services. But we'll also look at making sure we're not adding, multiple sites for her to get her services. Okay.
okay.
All right, very good. If nothing else, Miss Milton, I'm gonna have you have a seat until Mr. Yancey releases you.
Okay, thank you so much, Judge Holmes, and thank you again to your other supporting team members for being understanding and also just for being the level of support that I know that I need at this time. I graciously appreciate it.
Yes, ma'am, and we appreciate you being honest with us and your willingness to work hard. Thank you. All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Team, while I have you all, I need to call the remainder of the docket that I have up for this morning. I'm at 10:35.
Yeah, I got the number.
And I need dates. So I'm gonna start with Kevin Brown, Z8082201. Who has Kevin Brown?
Kevin Brown,
Yes.
they're talking. I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Your Honor, I have Kevin Brown. I did talk to him this morning. He's doing quite well. He's still working, which is a big deal to him. And he's still screening negative. He had a face-to-face today, and we want to have him come back on July 14th, Your Honor, at 8:35.
All right, very good. Thank you. I have for Roberta Cross, SP 1199952, counts 1, 2, and 3.
Your Honor, Roberta Cross is in, she's phase 1 of a special circumstance. So she would be coming back on Zoom. She has face-to-face today. She would be coming back on Zoom on July 14th, 2022 at 8:35 a.m.
Wonderful, thank you. I have for Elisa Ginap, 19045222401.
Your Honor, she is phase 3 as well, and she would be returning on July 22nd for a Zoom hearing, July 22nd, 2022 at 8:35 a.m.
Great. I have for Lamar Irby, case number 210-444-2601.
Yes, Your Honor, I did talk to Lamar Irby this morning for about 15 minutes. So he's doing extremely well. He has a real stressful job, but it has not affected any kind of screenings or anything. So we want to have him come back on Zoom July 14th, if that's possible, at 8:35.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I have we've done Toya Milton for Stepan Moscow, 200-440-8901.
Your Honor, that's my case. I talked to Mr. Moscow. Mr. Moscow is doing fine, continuing the treatment, continue the test, so no problems. He's rescheduled to come back to see you for a Zoom hearing on July the 14th, 2002 at 8:35 a.m.
All right, very good. For Eric Taylor, case number 200-452-6701.
Yes, Your Honor, I talked to Eric Taylor this morning. He still has that slight cold he had before, but no NyQuil. So, his screenings have been negative since then, and we're going to have him come back on July 14th also at 8:35.
All right, very good. I have for Pablo Kuliak, case number 200-211-FD.
Your Honor, that's my case. Mr. Kuliak is still testing, no problems with testing, getting him adjusted to things in phase 2. Because he do have some concerns about the restricted license. I'm trying to get him to understand that he must have insurance and registration and able to get that because he does qualify. So I've been working on that. But other than that, he's in compliance and he'll be coming back to see you July the 14th, 2022 at 8:35 a.m.
All right, wonderful. I have next, thank you, Mr. Griffin, for James Fleming, case number 211-306-871.
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Fleming is mine. I did talk to him this morning. He's doing pretty well. And we want him to come back on Zoom on July 14th at 8:35.
Very good. I have for Brian Mansell, 200-00057FD.
That's my newly acquired case, Your Honor. I did speak with Ms. Allen, talked to him a couple of times this week. So he'll be coming back. He's having some trouble with the interlock. I think he's having a car problem, a gasket or something. So he haven't been able to drive the car. So they're trying to get that fixed at Smart Start. So I've been looking into that. But I have had a conversation with him this week. So he'll be coming back to see you. He's in phase 3. He'll be coming back July the 14th, 2022 at 8:35 a.m.
All right, very good. And then I have James Young, case number 200-211-FD.
That's mine also, Your Honor. Talked to Mr. Young. Mr. Young's doing fine, continue to work. No problems testing. So he'll be coming back to see you also, Your Honor, on July the 14th, 2022 at 8:35 a.m.
All right, very good. Did I miss anyone?
No, Judge.
No, Judge.
All right, wonderful. All right, team. I know that tomorrow is our big day. I missed the meeting yesterday because I had an afternoon docket. And so me and Mr. Ficus could not be there. But I know that the team is ready. I'm excited about tomorrow. We're just going to be who we are. I am asking that in my courtroom, Ms. Wilson, I will need you once we have allowed everybody to come in from the Tennessee group and all of the participants that are on the docket, that the waiting room be implemented. And then Mr. Ficus, we talked about the fact that if someone does come that's random, I think we have some trials scheduled for 11 o'clock. I could not reschedule those trials. Mr. Ficus is going to go and into a breakout room with those individuals. And when we get a break with our specialty court observation, I will do those trial cases. I'll see where they are and I'll get them done. And so I'm really excited. I hope that everybody will be here a full day on tomorrow. We need everybody hands on deck. And as I indicated in our staffing, If there's a question that's asked that's out of your league, listen, we're gonna come back together. Make sure we get them the right answer. Let's not wing it, because we got a lot of good expertise around the table that we should be able to get all of their questions answered. So I'm available. Make sure you call me, text me, email me, whatever you need to do. I'm available, but I look forward to us working tomorrow. Court doesn't start tomorrow until 10:30 because we will be in staffing. And so I believe the staffing is going to be in my courtroom Zoom. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. So Ms. Wilson, I will have to set up that waiting room, but you are the courtroom, and Ms. Wilson, you all will not be able to be in staffing because you can't be in staffing. So put you all on notice, 10:30. I think we're going to stop staffing just before we start court. I think court is going from what?
Your Honor, we do the welcome room from 8:30 to 9. Observations from 9 to 10:15. We take a break from between 10:15 and 10:30. Then court will start at 10:30 to 12:30.
There we go. All right, 10:30 for us for court, 10:30. All right, and so I'm really excited. I know I've done some observations, and I've also done classes with courts across the state, across the United States. And so while as much as they're going to learn from us, let's keep our eyes and ears open to learn from them. That's how I work in ADCP, because I go to teach and I always get taught. And so that's just the way it works. It's good to see what other people are doing and other challenges that they're having, but we're going to find out we're not that unique, right? There's some challenges other folks are having. We having the same challenges. And so I'm looking forward to it. So I will see you all or hear from you later today, and we'll be ready in the morning. Yeah, Mr. Griffin?
Yeah, quick thing, Your Honor. I talked to Mr. Gilkey. He has to restrict license. He has 2 old civil infractions that he has to pay, and he has reinstatement fees on those, and they want him to pay those reinstatement fees. So I was just going to ask for permission for him to pay those reinstatement fees, and he's going to take care of the tickets also. They from 2014 and 17, but they say he need to pay the $45 reinstatement fees to clear up the Secretary of State.
So Ms. Drew, I am going to authorize for Mr. Brandon Gilkey to be able to pay his reinstatement fees. And so Gilkey is Gilkey. Mr. Griffin, make sure.
I'll break them down. I got them printed out, Judge. And it's a couple of late fees on there, and I also asked for those late fees to be waived if possible.
Now you asking for a whole lot. You just keep on trying to sneak in stuff, Mr. Griffin. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go on and waive those late fees because he has been working hard.
Okay, thank you.
Working hard. I can't do anything else with the,
Yeah, I know. Yep, they civil infractions. So Ms. Drew, I'll bring them down to you.
Yeah, that's the least we can do. All right, Ms. Drew, you had go ahead, Mr. Yancey.
I had a quick question. I'm doing the intake. I'm trying to make sure it's mistake free. I know we don't talk about specific health